In this video, we will explore how color correction layers can be dynamically controlled by using keyframes to adapt to changing conditions in a scene. We are using Final Cut Pro and Colorfinale 2 Pro version 2.4. When shooting outside of a studio setup, especially if the shoot is a wedding or a reportage piece, factors that are out of our control can often appear. Changes in the direction of the camera, flaring from the sun, or differences between inside and outside lighting. All this can lead to color correction that could be appropriate for the start of the shot, but by the end of the same shot becomes unsuitable. Today we will go over how to quickly correct changing colors and color temperatures in the same shot. Notice how in this first example, the color varies slightly due to the changing position of the camera in relation to the sun. So let's add a color wheels layer and slightly lift the shadows, highlights and midtones, and also increase the overall saturation. As you can see, right now the layer is applied for the whole duration of the video. Let's explore how we can apply these corrections only to the first few seconds of the clip, at the point when the lighting changes in the shot. We create a mask layer and reduce the preview size to 50% to make sure that the mask covers the entire frame. Choosing the rectangular mask, we draw it to cover the whole image. We change all frames to current frame. From the tracking menu, we can place keyframes. In our case, let's add one keyframe at the beginning of the clip. We'll start with 100% opacity. Now we need to find a moment when the brightness begins to lower and place the second keyframe at this moment. Our aim is to animate the opacity of this mask we've just created. In the viewer menu, select the bottom option, Settings, Opacity. Now we lower the opacity to 0% and press Enter. Let's take a look at the before and after. Similarly, we can create an autumn mood with the RGB Curves tool. Watch our in-depth tutorial on RGB Curves on our YouTube channel. Check out the link in the top right corner for that. So now we'll go ahead and create the look that we want with the help of the RGB Curves layer. But to create a stronger final result, let's also add a LUT from our Autumn LUT pack, which you can find on our website, colorfinale.com. Right now, the effect of the LUT is too strong in the image, so we lower the opacity of this LUT to 33% in the lower left of the Layers panel. Let's have a look at the final result. We'll now explore another example. In this video, the sun is shining directly into the camera, which interferes with our artistic idea. Let's try to fix this. We go over to the Layers panel and add the RGB Curves layer. Then in the Master Curve, we place a point in the shadows and a point in the highlights. We make the shadows a little darker. Now let's work the color channels in order to get rid of the orange-red glare from the sun. As you can see, we managed to reduce the effect of the sun in the video. Now we look for a moment when the sun is starting to shine into the camera and add a rectangular mask to the curves layer. We work along the same lines as before, fitting the rectangle over the whole viewer area, but in this example we start with 0% opacity at our first keyframe. Secondly, we find the peak moment and put the opacity up to 100%. By pressing Enter, we create the second keyframe. The correction that we have just made affects the clip for the remaining duration, past the point where we need it. So let's complete this dynamic correction by adding two more keyframes. The first of these we can place at the peak moment, and then the second on a frame when the sun is behind the wooden beam. We reduce the latter's opacity down to 0% and hit Enter to create it at that location. Done. The technique we have just explored allows you to correct multiple situations that might come up during filming and to create your own unique effects over video clips. Try this for yourself with a free 7-day trial of Colorfinale 2 Pro. Go to our website that's in the description to download. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.